Let's talk some real American history for a change. Donald Trump. I'm kind of following some of your rhetoric about opposing what's being referred to as the Project 1619 or the 1619 Project, which essentially teaches the American people about slavery. It's reversed, I guess. In any event, Donald Trump, I'm really sorry that you're such a megalomaniac racist. Because suffice it to say, the slavery project of the New York Times, the 1619 Project, misses the point, and it goes back to the middle 1500s, about 50 years, even a little longer than that, before the first black slaves were shipped in from Portugal, and shipped in from England, and shipped in from, Africa. You see, ladies and gentlemen, when the European bankster gangsters decided to invest in the first expeditionary voyages and the expeditionary forces to come and investigate the new trade routes to the Far East, rather than trying to sail around the southern tip of Africa, they were looking for new trade routes where they could sail directly west of England along, the southern shores of Greenland, and they were looking for a new trade route to Asia. And, well, they sort of bumped into Turtle Island. Donald Trump, do you know anything about the history of Turtle Island, or is that just too racist for you? Or is that too un-American? That's what I get it now, Donald Trump. It's un-American that your ancestors were behind the bankster gangsters that conquered and overran Turtle Island. Folks, I'm one of them Withams. I'm traceable to two brothers. One's brother was named Peter, and the other brother was named Thomas. And they came early on in pre-American history, when it was still New Netherland. The New Netherland history, Donald Trump, it's kind of un-American, I know, but you have to look up the New Spain and the New France and the New Netherland history before you can even get to the New England history, Donald Trump. Now, back to Donald Trump's racism. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just lay it right out here on the freaking table for you. Donald Trump has got this idea that only rich white people and his friends, rich white people and his friends, they're the only real Americans. This boat parade bunch of goofballs. They go up and down the rivers and the coastal and the lakes with their fiberglass boats, and they all think that this boat parade is anything else except a great big show of privilege. I don't see too many people out there with their canoes and rowboats, and their outboard aluminum fishing boats. I really don't see any Trump supporters that are out there in their barely can afford it Evinrudes. Donald Trump, you're a disgrace to the ideals of Americanism. This idea that the 1619 Project is un-American reveals that you're psychologically, mentally, and intellectually incapable of being a U.S. president. You are one of the biggest dumbasses I've ever seen in my life. You and Joe Biden. Joe Biden's nothing but a mafia piece of you-know-what from Connecticut, and you're a mafia piece of you-know-what from Manhattan, Donald Trump. So, ladies and gentlemen, I could go all day long on Donald Trump's foaming and ranting about how the 1619 project's un-American. I want to take Donald Trump back to about 1560, when the American indigenous population, the First Nations, were enslaved. How about that for some un-American history, Donald Trump? Let's talk about Turtle Island and how the white gangster banksters of Europe came across the Atlantic Ocean and murdered and slaughtered and stole everything in sight. How's that for un-American, Donald Trump? And on a parting shot and a closing note, I was raised up in the Adirondacks, up north of what used to be the Dutch enclave, the Dutch Fort Orange, which is today Albany, New York. So do I understand the early ancient histories of when the Europeans first showed up and started swindling the indigenous population for all their real estate? The answer is America's been a never-ending cyclical real estate fraud since the first Europeans set foot on Turtle Island. Wesley Dick, that's a tip of the hat to you, my Paiute friend out in Nevada, Wesley Dick. Wausau, since the first white guy showed up, man, it's been a big crime scene ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'll leave it right there. All the information and links you could possibly need are below. Enjoy some of my work, the Adirondacks Conspiracy, a Royal Hustle. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dukes of York, or wait a minute, the Dukes of Albany, the Pukes of York. There, I got it straight. Donald Trump, man, you need to go back to school, pal.